Hi, hello beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me today. Carmen Delport here with spiritual guidance for the equinox. So we are now in the equinox. It's the 22nd of September tomorrow, equinox, which is a time for us to reflect and a time for us to allow the past to be in the past and take with us into the future what's going with us. And it's a time for us to slow down, whether you are in the summer or the winter equinox. This is a time to slow down just for one day to make the time to reflect on the last 6 months and to also feel into where are you going the next 6 months? What are you going to allow in the next 6 months? Who are you becoming in the next 6 months? What are you putting your energy towards in the next 6 months? What are you allowing into your life? So it is a time of reflection. It's a time of honoring yourself. Okay? So if you're going into summer in the southern hemisphere, it's a time to honor the action phase. It's a time to honor being more physically active, being more outgoing. It's time to really reap the benefits of what you have been cultivating through the winter, the colder months. And in the northern hemisphere here, we are going into the colder months, I should say. And so we are reflecting on what we have been sharing in the last 6 months, sharing with the world, sharing with ourselves, how that has now, what's the results of that now here at the equinox? What's the results we got from where we've been? And how has it transformed us? How have we grown from it? And as a result from that, what are we wanting in our lives now? What are we going forward with? So it's a time for celebration, celebrating life, celebrating the beauty of this world, celebrating the seasons inside of us, equally the seasons of this magical world we are in. So some beautiful spiritual guidance has been coming through for this beautiful event that we are in. And this spiritual guidance is basically for, it's for the next 6 months, okay? But it is especially a time of reflection now. So we're looking at what we need to be feeling into in ourselves and what is important for us now at this moment in time to go forward, to step forward into the next 6 months. So the first thing that has come up is the mind-heart connection. How are you bringing your mind into your heart? How are you creating your life from the heart, which is the center of your soul in your physical body, and from the mind where we plan from, where we make decisions from, the actual steps of the decisions. And when we feel into that, the mind-heart connection, it is how can we quiet the mind? How can we bring the mind into that space of nothingness? Because it's in that space of nothingness that we receive the guidance and the knowingness. And it's when we are in that space of complete alignment between mind and heart that we get the opportunity to fathom the unfathomable. And I don't know how to put it in another way, because at the moment with the veil between the dimensions being so thin, we are getting experiences that is completely out there. Sorry, it's a motorbike out there now. There's experiences that maybe we've never experienced before, and we are experiencing other realities like never before. We might be receiving information from other realities that are just like boom, mind-blowing. Okay, so this is an opportunity now for us to fathom the unfathomable, and isn't that just magical? I just love that. I just think it is so beautiful. Yes, and then bliss, being in a state of bliss. Now, being in a state of bliss is only possible when we are in the here and the now, when we are not busy thinking about everything we have to do and should do, and thinking about the past, thinking about the future. But if we allow ourselves the time and the space to just be in the now, and that is where we find the bliss. And to remember, this is very important, that nothing outside of us can bring us happiness and fulfillment. No. Nothing. But knowing that happiness, bliss, fulfillment is available to us right now, in this moment, if we can just allow ourselves to be in the now. Now that does take practice. It is like everything. We become good at something only through practicing it. So being in the now, and that seems to be the overarching theme of the spiritual guidance coming through, is to quiet that monkey mind so that we can be in that state of being present in the now, but also allowing the unknown to come in, allowing the guidance to come in, and allowing the bliss, the happiness to just be. Because our natural state of being is bliss, happiness, joy. And it is through the journey of life, and this is how I help my clients, through peeling away the layers that has cloaking our bliss, cloaking our joy and happiness, our peace, our true selves. That we can, as we're peeling away those layers, we can connect into that. So now it is a time to try to let go of the intellectual mind, the mind that wants to do a million things at a time, that want to analyze everything. Because it's an analyzing it's an analyzing of the mind that keeps us in these loops of suffering, and it's stealing our joy. So practice being in the now to allow the bliss to flow. So this is for you to do. A nice little exercise is to contemplate, spend some time being with your journal and contemplating wherever you find yourself at this moment, whether it's a challenge or a situation, something you're going through that you are struggling with maybe, or not clear on, is how will this situation feel? How will this feel or look like if you release all fears and worries? And if you allow yourself to notice the programming that comes up that's preventing you from making the choice that's in your highest good. So dropping the logical mind. So when we contemplate, we go into that space of feeling into the heart. Let the heart speak, let the body speak. Listen to your body and not the mind. So dropping the logical mind. And then also when you are contemplating this situation, feel into if your past is hindering or blocking you from making the decision, from taking the action. Is there wounds in your past? Is there programming in your past that is limiting, making you smaller here? Okay? And the mind can be spinning around this. This is something that's spinning in the mind. To sit down and to do this beautiful exercise of contemplation where you just allow yourself the space and the time, maybe with a lovely cup of tea or whatever, and just pen and paper or on your keyboard, and just allow everything that's inside of you around this situation to flow through you so that you can see what's coming up for you. Okay? And another one that's coming up here for you, the guidance is we are at the moment now of opportunity. We are finding ourselves at a crossroad. We are finding ourselves at a time where we need to make a decision on something. Now, this decision, this crossroad can be relationships, it can be work, it can be moving home, it can be, it's whatever is inside of you that you feel you need to make a decision here. And this is important because being in a space of indecision can create suffering. I mean, it can be suffocating and can create suffering. And this is important to note when you are here now at this crossroad, is that the more you look at the pros and cons of the situation, the more you step into the logical mind. And as you step more into the logical mind, you're moving away from your intuition, you're moving away from your guidance from soul. Okay? So, this is the interesting point that my guides have shared with me. Are you sharing from fear? I mean, are you choosing? Are you choosing from fear? I'm wondering if I should share this. This is why I'm saying sharing. Are you choosing from fear? Fear based on survival, which is such a deep, deep, deep wound in so many of us. I mean, if not everyone. So are you making your decision? Are you focusing on that fear of survival? Or are you coming from this place of love and passion and excitement, which is a place we want to be creating from? That's a big one. And then while we are on this, when we are making this decision, we're at this crossroad and we're making this decision, we need to decide, is it yes or is it no? So it's good to know, how does your yes and how does your no feel? It is good to know that a yes feels good in the body. There might be some trepidation there because there's excitement there for the unknown. And the no will feel heavier. The no will almost feel like it's pushing you down. Sometimes the ego mind can override the no and just let the no feel like a numb, like a okay, let's do that. because the no is quite often what is known. It's what we've been doing. It's what we're used to. It feels safe in a silly way because, you know, we are transforming to becoming more safe, more whole, more in peace, more in love. So how does your yes and how does your no feel? So really practice. You could practice on small things, you know, like how does it feel smelling a beautiful flower, and should I go for a walk or not? You know, small things. You practice your yes and your no like that. So when we make the right choice will always lead you to love, to the heart. It will come from the heart and it will lead to the heart. And the right choice will always take you on the path of growth and transformation, where the less right choice, I don't want to say wrong choice because there's no such thing as a wrong choice, the less right choice will be the easier path, the known path, but in the end of the line, at the end of the day, it will be the path of the long winding path of the same old, going downwards. So the right choice is the one where we need to step into the unknown and allow our soul and that beautiful heart-mind connection to guide us. Right. So we are in a period here at the equinox of really leaning into the heart and bringing the mind into the heart. And a beautiful mind-heart exercise is if you breathe in through the nose into the mind. Okay, and then you breathe in through the nose into the heart. But breathe a few times, like at least 3 times into the heart, really feeling that heart, hand on heart. And then when you really feel your heart, breathe into the mind again, up. And breathe the mind down into the heart. Bring the mind down into the heart. And you feel this beautiful lovely. And then you just know. You just know the answer you need to, the answer to your question. So we're at the equinox now where it's time to choose. What do you want to bring into your life? What do you want to bring into your life the next 6 months? Okay? So over the last 6 months, we've been preparing the land. And maybe we've started planting the seeds, and maybe now we're evaluating of which seeds do we want to plant. Do we want to add those seeds as well? Or maybe we want to give more of these seeds. So we're looking at what are we going to nurture over the next 6 months? What are we going to put our energy, our focused energy into? What are we going to put our manifestation powers into? Okay? Because again, we are in a period now until about the 12th of October of heightened manifestation. Okay? So this is really the time now to get clear on what are you seeding so you can start nurturing it. Okay? Because it's when you seed that you send it out to the universe and the universe responds, and then you nurture it with the universe. Okay? Right. Um, and many do now realize which we are in eclipse season. And on this equinox, we see which doors has been closed for us, which paths has been removed for us that are no longer in alignment with who we are and who we want to be and who we are becoming. Now, this can be painful, yes. This can be destabilizing. This can be difficult. But remember, these doors close for a reason. And the reason is for us to step more into our true selves, right? And the reason is also for us to grow from this. And because it makes us stronger, okay? So this is a time for us to beautifully, to gracefully surrender to what is, and to spend that time in beautiful silence. And maybe you want to listen to music, maybe you want to listen to nature, but to spend that time with just you and your team in spirit. And meditate and allow the knowingness to come to you. And it will come. It will come to you. The knowingness will come to you about this next 6 months, these next steps in your life. Doors are closed, new ones are opening, and we're seeding, and we're going to nurture, and we're going to bloom into these beautiful flowers. And to know this, that maybe what you truly desire is actually closer than what you realize. Listen to this again. Maybe what you truly desire is closer than what you realize. I love that. So, do not sit on the fence. Do not be in a period of indecision. It's okay to pause. It's okay to pause and to contemplate and to go into the energies and beautifully allow the knowingness to come. And to make that decision. But do not sit on the fence. And then last and least, what my guides has shared here with me to share with all of you today is embrace slow and steady. Embrace slow and steady. Slowing down allows us to savor the moment. It allows us the space to take considered steps. It allows us the space for guidance to come in. And equally, it allows us a space for ease. So when you find yourself getting into that, being pulled and pushed and just the busyness of life, come to the breath. Come to the breath. And let the breath help you to create the space. And it's in this space that we can trust. Space allows us to trust. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Breathe. Beautiful. Beautiful guidance there for all of us, and I'm wishing you a beautiful equinox. I am here for you if you want to work with me to help you on your spiritual journey, becoming your true self, peeling away the layers that is holding you back from becoming you, realizing who you truly are. At the moment, that seems to be a big part of my mission, is for people to realize who they truly are, and to step out of the pain, step out of the suffering. So please do feel free to book a free discovery call if you feel called to working with me. And I had my event last night, the beautiful Divine Love Consciousness event, healing event here in Glastonbury. And it was magical. It was beautiful. Maria, Yeshua, Isis, Osiris came through so strongly. Everyone had such beautiful experiences, and this healing that they've received will be integrating over the next few days. I have another event coming up here in Glastonbury in 3 weeks' time, the 11th of October, where we will be channeling Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, and Mother Mary and the dragons. I will be hosting these events online as well, okay? So do keep your eye out for that. Sign up to my newsletter to know what's happening, because I am going to be hosting online events, right? So you want to stay updated about that, and do check out my free resources on my website. And I'm wishing you a magical equinox and an interesting and expansive eclipse season. So I'll see you again here soon. Thank you for being here.